Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Screen, 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. Jake, Sam off. Five.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Snell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Fly. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll go with Snell here on first down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun. Fry. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Leo!
Here's Snell on third down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Bravo.
55 is my guy, 55. Check tight end, check tight.
Defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check. Watch out.
Hey, Alpha. Fire.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check right. Watching your five. Blue there. Check that.
Back to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Check.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Shoot.
Let's go.
2nd and 1. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began that, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
48th month.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
Ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left, rip left. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Slip, slip. Hey, hey.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Alert 3, alert 3.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
There.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Fry. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fry. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Bernard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
SOS.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Undercut. 25, check 25.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Fry. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Just keeping the play alive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, shoot. Step.
Operating from the gun. Fry. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score. When
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ready? 8 read.
Been a long day for you.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down. Fry. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. From the gun, Fry. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go.
57 to Mike. 55.
Throwing again. Fry. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Complete to Benny Snell. A gain of 12. And the Steelers.
Ready. 6-6. Pull it high. 70. Indy. And Alpha.
On 1st and 10. Fry. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming.
Hey, team 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's complete to Huff. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your... Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the drive was Snell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
53, Mike. Watch the screen. He's coming.
Here's Snell yet again. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 2, Fry. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fry. And a big loss this here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Fry. But it's brought in by Washington. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Looking to throw. Fry finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Steelers.
Ready, break.
53, check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready.
On first down, Fry. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught. It's hot. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Ready.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Key to tight end.
Hey, Charlie.
3 down. 48, Mike. 48.
Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got it.
Big grip.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, me and you all day.
2nd and 3. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Bernard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Mike, 57. I got it. Key tight end, key tight end.
Hey, let go.
57. Let go.
Throwing on first down. 5. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a give here to Snell, but he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Washington's got it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw. Hackett. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Snell. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Set 70, Indy. Get it.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Steelers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.